Good morning all, camelbacktrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, September 25th. Looking at window traders market profile of the ES and NQ. So first I'd like to just mention that on Friday afternoon, my podcast with Speculators podcast with Aaron Corbs came out. So please take some time, check it out at either on YouTube with Speculators podcast or on YouTube under my name, Paul Asmar, or on my Twitter at Paul Asmar5. Very pleased how it came out, and especially for people who follow me initially for the first time. Hopefully you guys and gals get an idea what our trading room's about and come check us out. I'm also running the special until October 1st. Now, based on October 1st, we have a week to go in this quarter. Last week we were down about 3%. For the quarter we're down about 3%. Okay? They've had a tough time recently. We're down in all of our time frames right now on the S&P with the monthly, weekly, and daily. Triple Qs, we'll see if they're going to come out of balance to the downside today or this week at some point on the monthly. We are trying to push lower. Now remember, gaps haven't held much this year, but the last gap that we had to the downside did. We've had a couple of days now in a row of over 100 million. Nothing really heavy, but at least decent. So we'll see if that continues. NQ and us are both looking possibly to gap lower, as is Righty. We asked about 2 weeks ago or so, was Righty the canary in the coal mine, as they were just basically sitting on top of the 200-day moving average, and now they're below it pretty decently. It all remains to be seen. I do think at some point we're going to want to come into balance sooner rather than later, especially on these larger time frames, to have any chance of coming out of that balance to the upside and making new highs on the year. That's my feeling. So as far as the game plan for this morning, again, the gap and go crowd has not done well. Even on the gap the other day, you didn't have to gap and go when it happened. Okay? It opened. It pushed up a little bit. You had plenty of time. Even in B period, you got close to the open. That's actually a better risk-reward short against the opening, right? And the gap. So, again, the gap and go crowd has been not successful this year. Balance rules are a lot more important. So what would I look for this morning? Well, on any push-up, if they fill the gap, now I'm looking for, I would look for shorts for a couple of reasons. Still going to have lower value. You're still going to be below the base of the price probe. Okay, now you know how important overnights are to me. So if we get the overnight low and do that push-up, I'm going to be really confident to be taking those shorts. However, if we don't get the overnight low, I'll still be looking for those shorts, but I'm going to be a lot more hesitant, especially if we fill the gap and then get back above the base of the price probe. Okay? So those are early plays, but keep in mind. Am I looking for a long right now? No, not necessarily. I don't think there really is one. And it goes for the same on NQ and Righty right now. And then on the chart, so here's the monthly. We are now down on the monthly, one time frame, and down 2 months in the S&P. That's the first time now since last year, since last September, since the monthly's been down. Now, we went down September, we went down October, and then we balanced, right? We balanced for a while. We balanced for 5 to 6 months before we finally came out of it and made new highs for 2023. Okay, and then we went back to balance, and now roll over bear for now. So we're down on the monthly. We're certainly down on the weekly. I said on Friday, I think this level here, it's around the 430 level, is fairly important. Why? Because when the market was rallying, remember, we've had lower highs since last October. That's important, right? So what does that mean? That means we've gone bull, balance, bull, balance, did come out bear, but didn't make a new low. Did come out bear, didn't make a new low. Same thing now. This is important. So again, first couple of real important levels are around this level we're at right now, where we went balance, bull, balance, back to bull to make the yearly high. So I'm curious to see if they're going to be able to hold this or not. If not, we have some downside room here. So the weekly is down, and certainly the daily is down. We're one time framing down 2 days after an outside day down and the gap. Good luck trading today. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.